All right, everyone, welcome back to Breaking the Habit. I'm LP Soldier 0303. We have DBcade here doing Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. Really quick before we get to that, make sure you guys check out all the prizes that we have available, including a PlayStation 5 donated by Video Game Trading Post Pensacola. Make sure you check them out. If you're ever in the Pensacola, Florida area, all you have to do to win that is across the entire event, donate up to $100, and you will be entered in to win the PS5. There's plenty of other prizes on there too, including an awesome Goku statue in his ready stance, ready to take on Vegeta in their first epic encounter. So check those out down below. All right, everyone, I'm going to hand it over to DBcade, and we're going to get some Dragon Ball GT Final Bout underway.
Thank you very much, LP Soldier Son. And how's everyone doing today? I am DBcade. I am a retro fighting game, beat 'em up, and anime runner. I run a lot of stuff at this point, but one of the games that I put a lot of work into back in the day was Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, or just as it's known here in Japan, Dragon Ball Final Bout. So for this game, I'm just going to show the settings real quick. We are running on the easiest mode, and we have meteors off and the demo moves off. This game was kind of ahead of its time with the super moves, but by today's standards, it's very crude, and if we have meteor and demo super move on, this game will drag on forever. So just wanted to show that so that you know this is a legit run. I've already gone ahead and put the codes in. They're pretty easy. So I just want to start off by saying that I had posted on Twitter and told some other people that I was doing a vote for who you want to see run, but actually this was an incentive. So it looks like the incentive has been won. $70 went to Super Saiyan Future Trunks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So I will be running that character. This character was not on my list, but however, it's awesome that people put real money toward this. So I'm going to go ahead and run this character for the first time in a speed run. We're going to do it live, and I have my $80 now. Oh my gosh, people really love Trunks. The thing is, even though this isn't the fastest character in this game, this is definitely doable, and there's always a chance we can get a really good time. So having said that, let's go ahead and start the game. And we go to Tyson. This is versus computer, but it's actually just the arcade mode. So I'm going to get a big 3, 2, 1 in just a second. Let's go ahead and hope or Super Trunks. By the way, there are 3 Trunks in this game, so there's just the GT Trunks, there's the Super Saiyan GT Trunks, and there's the Future Trunks in Super Saiyan form. So we're going to go ahead and use this character. Yes, people really love their Trunks, and everyone who voted for Trunks, and even if you didn't, let's get a big 3, 2, 1, go. The really cool thing about this game is, back in the day, this was ahead of its time, not just in the graphics, but having these like little cutscenes in the beginning where your characters would talk back and forth, and the sprite work was just, you know, amazing for its time. So this is one of the things from my notes, is that Super Saiyan Trunks has a lot of trouble with smaller characters. So we're gonna try our best to get through this, and we should be just fine. I just need to find a good position. I am stunned already. Ooh. Let's see if we can get the flying kicks going. This is actually one of the reasons I don't run this character normally, is because the sprite size actually matters, and unfortunately Pan just is too small, as is Goku. But we're still gonna... See if we can let's get burning attacks. If we can land one burning attack, we'll be okay, and we can finish this relatively quickly. This is another thing the AI does. They will infinite block, and I can throw in certain distances, but another problem is that there's no timer in this game, just by default. So we must actually press forward and keep our attack on, but not in a way that's going to kill us. So see if I can get. Oh, here we go. There's a kick there. If we can land this one, we should be okay. Ooh, that was a huge... So this game has punch attack, kick attack, and spirit attack. And sorry, I was panicking a bit there. This really is a pretty awful match to start off with. The inputs for this game, they're all quarter circle back, quarter circle forward, half circle back to forward. A little bit difficult, and you have to do the inputs actually quite fast, more like the Butoden series. I would say actually even faster. However, it's not... Oh, if we can get this slide attack on one time, we should be okay. I like how we're fighting all the small characters at the beginning here. Alright, I'm going to try and bully Son Goku here. When you turn around, you don't ever want to actually face the opponent's back, because this game has a long recovery to face the opponent. Yes. Really, really small sprites. I am right in front of Goku, and I'm with him.
Ironically enough, this is a preview of Dragon Ball Daima.
It is, yes. This is perfect. This is why the characters in Dragon Ball Daima are going to be so strong. The cast they'll have to crouch down to hit them.
Do we have time for a few donations?
We do. Go ahead and read them off.
All right. We've got $5 from Amazing Shake. Actually, no, we got one before that. So $5 from Amazing Shake. Thank you very much. We got $10 from Bart that says Lisa needs braces. Dental plan. We've got $10 from Choco Taco twice. So $20 from Choco Taco. Thank you very much. And Rockin' Val, good to see you, with $20 saying, have a great event.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for the donations. Yeah, those awesome to see everyone got those donations in so quickly for this run, and keep donating. Like, you know, LP-san said, there's a PS5 you can win. There's a Goku statue. That's awesome. It's glad that there's so many. I'm glad there's so many Dragon Ball fans. This game for me as a kid was, I grew up in the U.S. for until I graduated college and a little after. And this, when I was a younger kid, this was kind of the holy grail of Dragon Ball games, because, you know, we had seen so many ads in different, like, you know, gaming outlets and gaming. Specifically Dragon Ball magazine, talking about how, you know, this is the best Dragon Ball game. Like, you can see characters from GT. Like, at this point, GT wasn't even out yet, so, you know, watching a battle or even seeing a screen from this game, it was crazy, and there was so much misinformation floating around. Even in, you know, there's old, like, Beckett's Dragon Ball Z or Planet Namek. There used to be a website called Planet Namek. Like, all these old sites had you know, secret ways to get the game. That's probably why this game still has held on to its price. But the control wise, it's very goofy. We're fighting another small character. We'll try and go to a crouching attack. We can actually sidestep to shuffle the screen and readjust our position, and we'll automatically face the opponent. That's one small trick you can do, but every character, I would say half the cast in this game have infinite attacks. So that's also one of the reasons why I panic, because Kid Goku here has an attack that can drain my life by a fourth if I'm not careful. There we go. Was able to land the hits in. This Son Goku's got a big head, so we got through it all right. But a lot of the infinites aren't just, you know, crouching punch or forward. A lot of them, you like Vegeta, for example, has, or even Son Goku, Super Son Goku here, has the ability to combo Kamehameha into itself, and the enemy can't. Everything takes a long time to recover in this game, so it's not even that the character's just stunned. It's you have to watch the whole animation for they get up, and if we had meters or demos on, that time is extended even greater. One of the reasons we don't play with meteor attacks, like in every other Dragon Ball game, there's always these like super combination attacks that tend to do about a half of the character's life, and they still do that in this game. The problem is that the animation to do it takes so long that no one has been able to route a way to do it in the run. So there could still be routing to be done in the game, but as far as we know, the meteor attacks are just not really feasible at this point. But for the most part, the run's going pretty well so far. We got rid of all the small characters. I don't think there's any other small characters coming out, so we can do this. Frieza doing the God reads against me by moving back. We did get back turn a second ago. Another cool thing you can do in this game is you can actually free dash, so you can dash all the way up. Even if it says flight limit, you can go a little bit above that. In the sky, you can diagonal dash, you can back dash, you can forward dash. You're not invincible during it, but your character's moves change based upon their range. Goku's one weakness, a jab. That's right. Yeah, we are clapping right now. And that's one of the reasons I had the estimate set to 20, is because you just never know what can happen in this game. And it could have been a situation where I get back turn and then Kid Goku will absolutely destroy me. The AI also trolls in this game. I don't know if anyone's familiar with all the old Dragon Ball games, but where they will fly in the air and they'll go to the left or right side. They do the same thing in this game, but they'll do it with special moves. And so you get into this infinite loop, and I was doing it on my stream earlier when I was practicing, where the enemy will jump up, do a dive kick, and then you're stuck facing the opposite way. And by the time you turn around to face the other way, they've jumped up and done a dive kick. So you actually get into this infinite loop. It's the dumbest thing to watch, but the AI knows it's dumb and will just keep doing it against you. Okay, apparently Vegeta's been slimming down and we just can't hit. Key attacks always take energy, so I tend not to use them. And my Trunks attacks aren't that powerful. You saw in the very beginning of this run I did Burning Attack. Barely dented the opponent. So maybe it did an eighth of damage, while some characters' attacks will do more than half easy. If you do ever play this game and you get trolled by AI, the best way to just reset the AI is dash back, and the AI will try and force down. Vegeta's trying to spank his son right now. Teach him who's boss. Oof. There we go. Done. Oh, the music in this game is so good. If we have time, I'll even play the opening, but I would just say that the soundtrack to this game goes hard, and the character intros also go ridiculously hard. I was humming this earlier, and let's just say it's a little late here. It's almost 1 a.m. in Japan, and I was getting yelled at like, "Don't sing." There's so much honestly to talk about this game. I'm in a little bit of panic mode with Trunks, but Trunks is so cool. We're pulling it through. So this is a good test, a good reminder. I might even have extra notes to add. Son Goku cannot handle punch, so we're gonna go ahead and win this. A lot of characters can do the stagger light punch. However, Trunks damage, it puts him at about 15 seconds average clear per round, while some of the other characters are at 10 or 8 seconds per round. Vegito in particular can do Kamehameha 4 times, and it will kill the opponent. So the AI will do this too. So yeah, don't get hit by it. That's the only advice I have. There's burning attack. See, it didn't even do an 8th. There is chip damage in this game, so we can't guard all day. Nice. Okay. That was an example of using the fly system to just kind of correct your opponent. And flying in this game, if the opponent was to happen to fly, if you use triple energy shot in this game, which is just doing down, forward, and key blast, a lot of characters have that. It can technically infinite them if you put yourself in the right position. And we're already at the final boss, Super Baby. So I was telling LP-san, there's a special note that I have here, which just said that I have a very weak strat versus Baby because I have to rely on kick. So, and that's why. And then I had a little asterisk that says, maybe not the best for speedrunning because has trouble, might not be able to beat Baby. But I'm going to try and do this in one try. We don't want to stay on the ground, and we don't want to stay too high in the air because Super Baby will smack us so far out of the air and can easily do half damage, can charge at the meter. It tends to have auto armor on the ground. I'm going to try and go up a little bit higher to trick Baby from crouching. We're a little bit too high. We're in kind of the danger zone here. But if we space right, we might be okay. I'm using punch in the air and then kind of micro dashing with R1 to try and get close. And Baby doesn't play around. Baby, as long as I don't get my body taken over, I don't care. But looks like we're doing pretty good. You do not want to see any of those attacks hit. It will be the end. This has been the craziest speedrun quest I've done so far. I think this character's like 5th, maybe 6th best in the game. Usually the cutoff line is like 10. There's a couple characters after, but we're actually going to get this done. You know what? Running attack. Nope, didn't do enough. Running attack. GG. That's time. I have 14 minutes and 59 seconds on my time.
Yeah, pretty much, yep. We got 15.
That was intense. That was an experience right there.
Well done, DB.
Yeah, that was scary. I wasn't sure if we could do it because I had a lot of notes, kind of negative notes about Trunks, but you know, he's a legend. He came all the way from the future just to do this speed run. Just to change GT as well.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the storyline of Daima. GT came back and just beat up everybody.
Maybe. Or, I mean, they got to do something because
yeah.
They went like, oh, you remember GT, how Goku was a kid? How about we just forget GT entirely and make everyone kids?
Yeah. I have no comments about Daima, really, because there's no manga for Daima. So yeah. I have no idea what like, I have gotten so many messages about it, and I have nothing to say because Super is still continuing. The manga is really good, but Daima, I don't know what I found out about Daima at the same time. Everyone found out at the same time. So
yeah.
I'm as confused as everybody. As long as there's no more fighting games where hitboxes are as bad as they are in this game, we'll be okay. I don't...
Well, DB, thank you so much. That was an amazing run.
Thank you for
You
having
can
me.
check out DBcade on Twitch and also Anime Speedruns Fest. You can check that out as well if you want to see more anime game speedruns. So make sure you check that out as well. I'm going to send it off to a break, and when we get back, we're going to have some Super Mario 3D World, and it's going to be awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. Just hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute.